Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
We continue to follow the tragic developing story about the child thrown from the third floor of the Mall of America. Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Schreier. That 5-year-old boy is still in critical condition at a hospital. The suspect in that case has now made his first court appearance. Ron Mott has our story.
This morning, the man accused of tossing a young boy over a railing at the Mall of America remains behind bars, bail set at $2 million. In his first court appearance, 24-year-old Emmanuel Deshawn Aranda was charged with attempted first-degree murder. His court-appointed attorney telling NBC News it's too soon to know what his defense strategy will be, noting he did not ask for a competency hearing for his client.
I can tell you that he appeared sober, lucid, clear thinking, and responded to the court's directions.
On Friday, the boy, named Landon, was visiting the sprawling mall with his mother.
We have a report over on the south side that someone just fell from the third floor to the first floor.
The criminal complaint detailing that, without warning, defendant picked up the victim and threw him off the third floor balcony. Defendant then took off running. He was caught by police at a nearby transit station. The complaint says he admitted to police he was the one who had thrown the 5-year-old victim. He said he planned to kill an adult because they usually stand near the balcony, but he chose the victim instead, the boy plunging 40 feet to the ground. The family's attorney.
The child is currently in critical condition, but with the grace of God and excellent support and care, is beginning a long journey to recovery.
He suffered multiple fractures and was described as massive head trauma. The family reeling, but grateful for online donations, which have surpassed $700,000.
Records show this isn't Aranda's first run-in with the law. His criminal history includes several misdemeanors and an assault conviction. In 2015, he was barred from the Mall of America for throwing objects from the third floor, but that order had since expired. Taking that live look outside right now, I walked outside with my umbrella this morning, and maybe not a bad idea for a lot of folks in the region. But to see who can expect some rain and perhaps when, let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Green.
The rain's still out there this afternoon and will continue to be hanging around the valley here today. We're looking at some green, a lot of it on the map still. There are places where it is just a couple of sprinkles and other spots where we're getting a decent rain shower down in the Sisseton area and stretching up into Lakes Country. There's also an area in the Nelson County area, Griggs too, where we're starting to see some development as well, stretching back over to Minot. So you can see where the heaviest rain is by far, right over Sisseton, and this is an area where we had some of our heaviest snowfall with that last system last week. And again, Elbow Lake looks like Wheaton and south of Fergus Falls, perhaps the Dalton area getting some good rain showers too. And then there are pockets where it's really dry. We've got some northeasterly winds bringing in some drier air into this. This might be preventing some of that from reaching the ground. Looking at temperatures into the 40s to about 50 here in the valley, 48 degrees in Fargo, 45 in Grand Forks, calm up along the Canadian border, and in the south we're looking at some wind gusts into the 20s, with temperatures today just kind of hanging around those 40s to about 50 degrees, and chances for rain continue into tonight. So we'll have more on that coming up, and a look at your Easter holiday weekend too in just a few minutes.
Look forward to it. Thank you, Lisa. Investigators are looking for the cause of a warehouse fire that gutted the building in Grand Forks. Someone spotted flames coming from the building in the 1700 block of Mill Road just before 9 last night. And that's the 3G Venture warehouse, and it houses lots of computers. Fire crews found flames burning through the roof, and it took them about an hour and a half to get that fire under control. The building is about 10,000 square feet. There's no damage estimate yet. Grand Forks firefighters are also looking into a fire at Ben Franklin Elementary School. It happened last night in the school library. Authorities say it was a small fire and put out quickly by a school custodian. Classes are canceled at Ben Franklin today for the cleanup and investigation. Authorities are now investigating a reported bomb threat at the University of St. Thomas in Minnesota. Officials say buildings at the university were evacuated this morning. Stay with us here at Valley News Live for more updates on this story. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers in Pembina recently intercepted a shipment containing a beetle that poses a serious threat to farmers in the region. On April 4th, a CBP agriculture specialist discovered harmful pests in a person-to-person shipment of food, clothes, and spices from Kuwait. On April 10th, the USDA identified the pest as the Capra beetle. The whole shipment was seized and destroyed to prevent an infestation of that pest. The Capra beetle is an extremely serious threat to grain and other stored products. This pest has been discovered in a variety of packaging materials like burlap bags, boxes, and also in animal hides. You're going to see some roadblocks on Main Avenue in downtown Fargo today. The city started work on the road around 9 this morning. The section from 2nd to 4th Street South is the first stretch of roadway that will be blocked off. Now that's right after Veterans Memorial Bridge. NP Avenue is the main detour for drivers. The first phase of construction should be done by mid-October. In our consumer alert this afternoon, many are wondering if a college degree is worth all the debt. Many college graduates are divided when it comes to answering that question. According to a new study by GoBankingRates.com, 58% of graduates said yes, while 42% of college graduates says their degree was not worth the student debt it created. However, 88% said they didn't regret their decision to attend college and their actual college experience was a good one. Most agree they wouldn't have been able to get their current job without that degree. People in the Metro will soon have a place to practice their golf swing. The Meadows and Village Green public golf courses will be opening their driving ranges at 10 o'clock Friday morning. Both courses will fully open for the season at 9 a.m. on Saturday, April 20th. Tee times will be scheduled on a first-come, first-served basis on Saturday only. For more information, you can call 218-299-7888. And we have some breaking news this afternoon. The FBI has tweeted that there is no longer a possible threat to Colorado schools from a young Florida woman who was allegedly obsessed with the Columbine shooting, who traveled to that state and then bought a shotgun and ammunition. Local affiliates are reporting the woman is now dead. The FBI disclosed the information in a tweet without providing details about Sol Pais, the 18-year-old Miami Beach High School student who authorities had been searching for. The FBI had said that Pais flew to Colorado on Monday night and then bought a pump-action shotgun and some ammunition. Authorities initially said she made threats to commit an act of violence in the Denver metropolitan area. But the FBI later softened that description to say that she made threats in the Denver metro area ahead of Saturday's anniversary of the 1999 shooting at Columbine High School that killed 13 people.